shit. If you watch a lot of the streams, there's parts where it gets distorted when I'm playing or when I'm talking or something like that. It just kind of sucks balls. Just like the left-handed mirror shit. To answer your question, Mr. Brownstone, yeah, I play different instruments, but I don't own different instruments. Like when I go to a recording studio, um, I'll try and do as much myself as possible before I hire somebody else to come play drums or bass. Now I don't need a bass player anymore. I just do it myself if the recording studio has a bass, and typically they do. Typically, any recording studio you will go to will have instruments that you can play. It's sort of like what you're getting with the studio space when you're renting it. You know, hopefully you're paying for an engineer, and then you're paying for the use of the room for the recording session. But if you're probably paying like more than $80 an hour, you're probably getting hosed. Favorite guitar of all time? Probably a Les Paul Sunburst, 1960 Persuasion, not a 1959. Second runner-up is a 61 SG. Third runner-up, probably ES335. Fourth and fifth place, Strat and Telly. Those are my top 5 guitar picks. Those are all the guitars that I would use to do any job. Yeah, but the color pigmentation has to be like right on it for me to be interested in it. Like it has to have like a certain hue of red into orange into yellow for me to like go, oh, that's it. That's the right thing. Like the bottom half of the Les Paul I have pictured on my YouTube thing, that coloring is correct, in my opinion. It's a very good representation of what a sunburst should be. Thanks, Mr. Brownstone. Like, Slash's Appetite for Destruction Les Paul, that's not a burst. That's like a lemon burst. That's not a sunburst. I mean, that's his most famous Les Paul, right? There were a lot of 59 Les Pauls that didn't have like real true sunbursts on them. And they were just faded out. And they became like lemon bursts or green bursts or... I don't know. It's the same thing with the cherry coloring on SGs for me. Like it has to look like this. Like I have to have it be gloss, and I have to have this red of a hue If it's too dark or it's too light, I'll be grossed out by it. I have like a really weird thing about color. Like it either looks right or it doesn't. Like if you look at Fiesta Red, the fender color on a 60 Strat throughout the years, sometimes it looks correct, which means it looks like it's supposed to be Campbell's creamy tomato soup. Other times, not so much. Yeah, so you're particular about color too. That's all good. Nothing wrong with that. So anyways, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Trying to get out of the 5300s. Seems like a bad place to be. And start growing the fucking channel again. Also too, if you could hit the like button. If you like what I'm saying and playing, I'd appreciate it. You can find links to my Patreon page and my Instagram page down below in the description. And if you want to donate to the cause, you can buy a sticker or a super sticker here on YouTube in the stream. Agreed with you, Mr. Brownson. Next question. We got 22. Okay, so purpose of the channel is not for me to be a human jukebox, but for you to ask questions. Well, that was an easy way to lose 10 fucking people. It's for you to ask questions. Not like that. I just said I'm not a human jukebox. I also don't play Metallica. Metallica. I don't know it. I don't know any Metallica. I don't know how more plain I can be. When I went to high school, and Metallica 1 was very popular. Like, it was fucking everywhere. I think it was my junior year. And thank you, Junebug. I appreciate that. From VA, where are you in VA? I used to live in Fairfax and in Chantilly. No Tyson's Corner, Vienna, Oakland, Springfield. Know all those well. Near Fredericksburg. Oh, that's cool. Oh, have we? I'm sorry. Did you ever go out to Leesburg? Have we talked about that? Have we talked about Melt, cheeseburgers, and Fireworks Pizza? Those two places have some really great food, especially Melt. Yeah, it's not like it's a 20 or 30 minute drive for you. Yeah, well, I'm 53. So yeah, I guess you're in good company. I miss kava, which was like Mediterranean, Middle Eastern food. There was a really good one. Well, there is a really good one at Tyson's Corner. You're welcome, Bridget, for the humble pie yesterday. I never played in Fredericksburg. I was always playing in the Northern Virginia and down in DC when I did play. Thank you, Junebug. At the 420 Club, but I saw a show there, and I played, I think, at a club like, I don't know, like a block over. Like in the air, I played in the area. I just never played the 420 Club. I really never liked playing in DC. It was always a hassle with parking, and sometimes, and I've talked about this in other videos. There was one time where I played a club in DC, and there was like, the bar was on top. You had to walk up a narrow flight of stairs, and it was really rough carrying my guitar, my amp, and my pedal board up the stairs. I thought I was going to fall over, break my neck. It totally is hit or miss. Places I did love playing, the Iota Cafe. I think it was in like Falls Church, maybe? I can't remember. I'm sure it has. I mean, like, the only time that I played in DC was very early on when I moved there, and I hooked up with this band called Bells and Hunters. Weird fucking name for a band. But it was like pretty like there were like 6 or 7 of us in the band, and we played Iota Cafe, and that was really cool. Except I remember this. I was leaving, and I'd only been in the band for like a week or whatever. Basically, I'd rehearse with the main dude like once or twice, and then there was like gig time. So we go to leave, and I go up to the main guy whose band it is. I'm like, hey, can I have my money for the night? And he's just like, well, what do you mean? He's just like, we're keeping the money for the recording. I'm like, yeah, I didn't record shit with you, dude. I expect to get paid. And he had to like talk about it with the band members, and the bass player was just like, dude, he didn't do the recording with us. You need to pay him. That's fair. So I did wind up getting my money, but it was a very kind of like confrontational, sticky situation there for a second. Because I was just like, dude, if you don't pay me, I won't be playing with you again. It's that simple. No, it's not in Richmond. I think it is in Falls Church, if I remember correctly. I know, there are so many venues. The other place that I played that I have some video from, well, there are a few down below. Jam and Java in Vienna. That used to book national acts that would come through. Like, I played a gig, and like a week before, I think Rich Robinson was there from the Black Crowes. There are tons of shady venues out there, and Jam and Java is one of the notorious ones that were not paying their acts that they were hiring. Stage was nice to play on. I mean, you could tell, like, there was the four of us, and you could see that the stage was pretty much, like, engulfing us. I mean, like, I felt like there was, like, a mile or two between me and the main guy sometimes. The green room at Jam and Java is very sticky. I didn't sit down on anything. I touched something, I'm like, whoa, that's sticky. Like, kindergarten sticky. The guys, we were waiting to go on because we had an opening band. And the guys were like, dude, don't you want to sit down? I'm like, not in this place. It happens, Junebug. That's what happens when you're, a working musician. It's kind of hard to know, like, are you going to get paid or are you not? I actually, speaking of that Jam and Java gig, it took me 2 weeks to get that money. $40. It took me 2 fucking weeks hassling the main guy to be like, dude, where's my money? Where's my money? Where's my money? Yeah, the nicest place I ever played Junebug was at the Austria Embassy down in DC. I got hired for a gig for that. The gig lasted all of 15 minutes, maybe. I got $250. It's the most I've ever gotten paid for the smallest amount of time that I've played. I didn't mean that to rhyme. But I can't remember another job that I only worked 15 minutes for and got $250 for that wasn't sexual in connotation. Just kidding. Or am I? Fred Garvin, male prostitute. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I agree. I used to book my own gigs here in Phoenix, Scottsdale, Arizona area, and it was actually not difficult to get paid at the end of the night. What actually was difficult was actually landing the gig. That was more cumbersome than actually getting paid at the end of the night. Because at the end of the night, I just would go see the manager, and they're like, hey, you did a good job. You want to come back? I'd be like, yeah, I want to fucking come back. It's if they didn't say you did a good job. Do you want to come? And they didn't say, do you want to come back? Then I worried. And they were just like, here's your money. Like, get the fuck out. I could have taken the hint. Because if you would have been like, hey, I'd like to come back and play sometime, they would have been like, yeah, give me a call and we'll hash that out. Don't call us, we'll call you. Right, exactly. Junebug, what venue would you book me in? Yeah, you know what? So are the ones here. There's one blues club left in town. That's it. When I started playing out, when I turned 21 in 93, which means you would have been how old? 9 or 10? Basically, there were like 5 or 6 blues clubs here. Now they're all gone except for one. And the one that's here is not that great. It's a sticky place. And it's old. I've played there a few times. I really don't care for it. No, I'm good. I'd have to get on a plane. That's all right. Great age, though. 13 and 14. I loved it. I'd go back there in a heartbeat. Full of discovery. Full of silly ideas. Anyways, Junebug, if you want to get a hold of me, my information's below in the description. You can email me if you want. Sounds like we have some stuff in common. It's cool. I keep meaning to get back on a plane and head back to VA sometime. I could spend a whole weekend eating my way through Virginia. Love founding farmers. But then I have to drive to Maryland. That's cool. I'm good. Maybe if I come to town, you can find, you could take me out to sit in with somebody. That'd be cool. Do you know who Tyler Nichols is? He's back. He performs back there. He's a friend of mine. I never played with him when I lived back there. We met on Instagram. But he's just like, whenever you're back in town, give me a shout if you want to come jam. I'm like, all right, that sounds good to me, man. You can look him up on Insta or Facebook. Tyler Nichols. Tyler, and Nichols, like sort of like Jack Nicholson, but without the sin, without the O-N. So, hey, Michael Florian. How are you? Olaf from the U.S. back to Argentina. How are you? Alejandro. Thanks, Lynn. But then there's no point, because we don't go together. I thought that was kind of the point. Okay, well, we'll do. Thank you, Michael. All right, folks. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit that like button. I'm going to cut out. I've got a couple errands I need to go do. It's going to try and go hit Guitar Center. If I do, I'll try and get some footage from there. Maybe stream live from there if I can sneak it. Anyways, be cool. Thanks a lot for participating in the stream. Have a good Saturday lunch, and I'll catch you later for the evening stream tonight. Probably about 5, 6, 7 o'clock, somewhere in there. Standard Pacific time. So if you're Eastern Standard Time, you're 3 hours ahead. Like Junebug Lynn. All right? Be good to yourselves. Be good to the ones around you. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks a lot. Be cool. Thanks, Junebug. Okay, you know what? I'll put it in the comment for you, all right? I'll leave it in the comments on this video. Be cool. Talk to you later. It's in the description. Bye-bye.